All right, guys. So there is something big happening in the gig space. I know you've probably already seen it. The lawsuits are coming in, and now the payouts are coming in, and they're not bad. Let's see.
All my life, been grinding all my life.
All right, guys. So we've had some different lawsuits and settlements that were going on with DoorDash that you guys seen. You've probably heard about the Illinois one. The Illinois one is what we're going to be talking about. But there's also a recent New York one that people have filed, and they're going to be expecting their payout soon. If this video is serving any purpose, let it serve the purpose of, if these settlements come to your state, make sure you sign up for them, because these are way more than I was anticipating. Way more than I was anticipating these payouts to be. I expected maybe a payout of $100, $200. These payouts are absolutely insane for what it is. Which what it is those stealing of the tips. If you didn't hear about it, let's go over right now to what was going on in Illinois. Let's move over there. All right, right here, as you see, this is from Chicago. This is the official Illinois Attorney General, Kwame Raoul. All right, this is where this is coming from. Chicago Attorney General Kwame Raoul today announced $11.2 million settlement agreement with DoorDash. If approved by a judge, it was approved, spoiler alert, will resolve allegations that the company violated the Illinois Consumer Fraud and Deception Business Practices Act by misrepresenting to customers that tipping would increase the driver's pay. Now, we've known DoorDash has been doing some shady stuff for a lot of years, and it's catching up, it seems like. DoorDash encouraged customers to tip as much as possible, indicating that all their tips will go to the workers, Raoul said. Instead, DoorDash used tips to reduce the amount the company paid to workers. By putting tips toward the driver's pay, DoorDash could get away with contributing as little as $1 towards a worker's pay and allow tips to make up for the rest. Golly. Crooked. Just absolutely crooked. This settlement ensures tips from customers ends up where they were intended to go, into the pockets of the delivery drivers. Now, guys, remember, this is years ago. These are from years ago. This is like during COVID and stuff like that, where we were just out there risking our lives, really, to be honest, risking our lives out there to deliver food for a company that was absolutely robbing us in the background. It's just insane. Raoul's office alleges that instead of allowing drivers to keep their tips on top of whatever DoorDash would pay them, DoorDash implemented a scheme to use the customer's tips towards a guaranteed pay that DoorDash promised delivery drivers. Under DoorDash's pay scheme, customer tips rarely had an impact on drivers' pay beyond reducing DoorDash's contribution to their guaranteed pay. Now, DoorDash ended the practice in 2019, supposedly. The proposed settlement includes relief over 79,000 workers who made deliveries in Illinois while the scheme was in place between July 17th through September 19th. So they're saying they stopped it right before the COVID times, which some of these pay, it seems like, I guess people were driving as much as that during those times, but they're saying this is that 2-year block there. The settlement requires DoorDash to maintain a pay model that does not use customer tips as a factor when calculating its own contribution to workers' pay. It also requires the company to make clear disclosures to both workers and customers regarding its pay model. Assistant Attorney General Samantha Cronk and Bureau Chief Alvar Ayala, I like that, handled the case for Raoul's Workplace Rights Bureau. Man, so they were literally, like the peak pays, they were putting in like, oh, we got peak pays, but they were putting the customer's tip in place of that kind of stuff. That was just absolutely insane, guys. So the same sort of thing, the same exact scenario is happening. I have it pulled up over here, but the same exact scenario was happening Also, all right, let's switch camera. Right now, what we're seeing are Illinois and New York State, but I assume all states have been affected by these kind of practices by DoorDash. So when this comes through your state, when you see this pops up and people are talking about it in your area, make sure you click on the link, sign up for the settlement, because there is a time frame. So there is a short time frame that they give you to sign up to be able to, receive some of this money. Now, I was clicking through some of the people. This yesterday is when it hit, guys. Like midnight, it hit yesterday. They were waiting for it around the 4th of the month, but it hit around the 11th midnight into the 12th yesterday. So kind of cool. This person right here, $404 hit their account. It's labeled Illinois Attorney General versus DoorDash. $404. That I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This guy got hit. He hits his account $4,886, guys. $4,886 just hitting your account. I'm not gonna say just randomly because this is money. Remember, this is money that was taken from you at first. So these people drive a little bit, people drive a lot. So the people who drove a lot are going to be getting a good chunk of money during that time. So I saw one post, which I couldn't find it again. I don't know where it went, but the guy shared a screenshot. He had $14,000 that was credited back into his account. Can you imagine how much? I'm if this comes to like DC area, I'm pumped to see how much Nova's gonna get. You know what I mean? Because he used to do DoorDash like all day, guys. And during that time, and they were doing this to him, I can't imagine how much that's gonna end up being when it comes to the DC and Virginia area. When it comes to that area, I can't imagine how much. It won't be much for me because I didn't do DoorDash as much at all. I mean, a little bit here and there. I've had it forever, but I just didn't had other apps. You know what I mean? So this guy here, $2,983 hit their account through Zelle. Boom, Chase Zelle. I don't know. I guess Zelle has bought Chase. I don't know if they're together now or I don't know. Somebody said this guy, $1,558 hit March 11th. Boom, hit his account. Also Chase Zelle. A Zelle payment through Chase. I don't know how Zelle works. I don't ever use Zelle. Have never used Zelle. I don't know if they're getting Zelle payments through Zelle. I thought Zelle was kind of like a Cash App kind of deal. So, excuse me, I'm confused to see Zelle there, but I think it was like a cash. I think it's going through Chase, but using Zelle. This person right here, guys, $7,226. Boom, right into your account from this settlement. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I didn't expect numbers like this. I expected $100, $200. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I expect New York ones to be even bigger because this settlement was 11.5, I believe, 11.25 million. The settlement for New York drivers was 17 million, spanning across 60,000 drivers. So, yeah, I expect theirs to be even bigger than these. So, if you're in New York, I hope you went ahead and did that. I hope you put it in there because when it comes here, I'm definitely going to click it. I'm definitely going to at least see what could happen by putting that in there. But absolutely insane, guys. DoorDash is you're getting hit where it hurts, but not really because they already got this money. Excuse me. They got this money from the customer. They were just withholding it, giving it to you. Absolutely brutal stuff. We think it's going to hurt them, but it's honestly not. They're just such a big, huge company, and they'll probably still try to do shady things that won't get caught this time. But do not miss the boat on this, guys. If this happens to happen in your state, make sure you sign up from the website that they will be sending you a link to. You'll get a random email. You click that, sign up for a settlement, and then reap the benefits months later. You might forget it that you did it, but months later, you'll reap the benefits if you were driving during those times on DoorDash. I'm going to keep you guys, up to date with these kind of things, or with any kind of weird stuff that happens in the gig space. I know I haven't done many of these videos, but there hadn't really been much change. So I don't just want to be talking just to be talking, but this was important.
Timing, 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 all about timing, timing, timing.